Welcome to my WOW talk. Tonight I'm going to share some questions with you. Is that okay? I'm not going to ask you to answer them right now, but I'd like you to take those questions away and think of those answers. I'm also going to share a journey with you, a cycling journey, a mammoth cycling journey all the way to Mount Everest. And the other good news is I'm not going to ask you to do any cycling tonight. Now, my question that I'm going to ask you as we go through my talk is, are you there yet? Now, a lot of people will turn around and say, I will be happy when I've got this new house. I'll be happy when I've got this new car. I'll be happy when I've achieved this in business. But they forget about where they are right now. So where you are right now is very, very important because it's all very much part of the journey. A little while ago, about 2 years ago, I bought a book. Dangerous things buying books. Very dangerous books. Be careful what you buy. I bought this book. It's by Mark Beaumont, Cycle Around the World. And I thought, wow, that's a great idea. Cycle around the world. Great dream. Huge dream. Nothing much bigger than the world. How do I now turn that into a goal, and how do I turn that now into reality? That was my next big step. What then happened was the buts came in. I thought, but I'm not as young as Mark Beaumont. He's the same age as my son. But I haven't got time to take a year out of work because I need to work. But I can't afford his bike. His bike costs £2,500. I can't afford that. But I'm not as fit as him. He's almost as fit as Bradley Wiggins. I'm not that fit. But can I afford it? But will I get lost? But will I injure myself? But. And then there was another but. And before I knew it, there was another but. And by the time I finished, I was like a little airborne motor with all these little buts. I thought, what am I going to do with all these buts? Then what happened was, I looked back on my journey of what had got me to buy this book. I realised I'd already cycled from John O'Groats to Land's End, which is about 1,000 miles. I thought, hang on there, I've already done that. That's all part of my journey. And I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. Anybody here climb Kilimanjaro? Well done. Great. Great place to be, Tanzania. Fantastic. Then I thought, well, let's put cycling and mountains together. What's a long cycle ride like Land's End to John O'Groats? Great, it's about 1,000 miles, great. What's a big mountain? Well, the biggest one I know is Mount Everest. Let's put that together, see what happens. I now needed to get started. I now started to read about all the people who had cycled to Mount Everest and how they did it. Well, what bikes do they use? Well, it was this one here. This is called a Kona unit. Anybody into cycling? Geeky people like cycling? No. Kona unit will not fall apart. I needed to find a bike so basic it was not going to fall apart no matter what. But I thought, that how much is a new Kona unit? £1,000. Have I got £1,000? No. Oh, but has come into the equation again. So what do you think I did? Good old eBay. Aha! I've achieved my goal now. I've eliminated my butt. This little bike cost me £150. Aha! I'm now on my way. So what happens next? I need to find a team of like-minded individuals who are going to support me, and I'm going to support them on that journey. So I'll ask you the question, who is your team at the moment on your journey? All these people came from all over the world. America, Israel, Germany, New Zealand, Australia, a couple from England, etc. We all had that same vision of let's cycle to Mount Everest. I thought, great, I've now got the team together. Here we are in Lhasa, Rongbuk Monastery, fantastic place to be. Anybody been there? Fantastic, great. So I've now got my team together. So is your team together? Ask yourself that question. Now it's all about enjoying the journey. I almost put your picture up, by the way. Okay. Same monastery, I think. Very, very important on your journey is to enjoy the ride. Enjoy the scenery. Enjoy meeting the people. Enjoy the culture. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the whole situation. A lot of people say, I'll be happy when I get to there. But enjoy the journey first. Very important. This is one of our first of our Himalayan peaks of getting to Mount Everest. There was 6 peaks that we had to go through in order to get to Mount Everest. Those 6 peaks were, there's an equivalent height of approximately Kilimanjaro, or 5 times the height of Ben Nevis, Snowdon, etc. So they're all quite high. Now, we were talking earlier about travel sickness, weren't you, and whatever. When you get to this altitude, you've got to be very, very careful with regard to your body. You've got to be really, really careful. You've got to listen to yourself, because at this level, altitude sickness can hit in like that. And you could mess up big time. You could find yourself in a little oxygen tent being carted off somewhere. I didn't want that, so I had to pace myself quite carefully. When you get to each of your obstacles, what do most people do? They think, oh God, that's bloody hard work. Excuse my French. They all turn around and say, that was an ordeal. But what you should be saying, you should be saying, yes, I did it. Yes, I've achieved my first goal towards my big major goal. I had 6 of these mountains to cycle across. Chilling out. How often on your journey, be it business, be it career, be it whatever it is, do you take time to chill out? How many times do you take a pit stop and say, right, I'm going to sit down here and enjoy the moment? Or are you rush to your next goal? It can sometimes be a little bit lonely out there if you're running a business trying to achieve your goals, can't it? So always make sure that you've got your team waiting for you at the end of the day, or at the end of the phone, or on Facebook, or whatever. Once again, make sure you've got the right equipment and you're all kitted up and you're celebrating every step of the way. Here we are at one of the other peaks here. Everybody is celebrating. All the prayer flags are out. It's a major achievement to go across one of those summits. Now, the road that you're travelling on will not be easy. My road through Tibet and Nepal was not easy. Huge landslide. Are you going to come across landslides in your life? The answer is yes. Will you need to find our diversion? Yes, you will. Did I need to divert around this landslide? Yes, I did. Right, thank you. Make sure your team is with you all the time, and make sure you're celebrating all the way. And when you get there, savour the moment. Say, yes, I did it. Yes, I did it. How often do you actually do that though? Ask yourself that question. Once I'd achieved Mount Everest, I had to come down the mountain. Not that straightforward. Okay? And when you're at the end, ask yourself what's next.
Wow.
So, the question I'm going to leave you with tonight is, are you there yet? What are your butts? How many butts have you got? And are you going to stop your butts? And what's your first step and your next step towards your goal? My name is David Salmon. Thank you very much.